Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to your new home. Thanks for tuning in. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back home. You've been missed. I know I haven't uploaded in a minute. I can explain. It's been really rough. But we're not here to to go into the nitty-gritty. So, as you can see by the title, today's video we're going to talk about our cost of our trip to Cape Town. So I have received a few DMs via Instagram asking me a few questions that I will be addressing in this video. So thank you for those that have reached out and asked me about the trip. I have responded saying that I will be making a video. I know it's been weeks. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm just like, I'm a working hen and it's been rough, but we're back. We are back. I would just like to firstly thank everyone for engaging with my content, for liking, commenting, for subscribing. Can't believe that I have over 500 subscribers, 4 months on the YouTube streets, and we are growing. Thank you. It's a make work. So yeah guys, stay tuned for our lovely I hope this video is going to be short and sweet and full of information, and I hope that it will help you. If you have just clicked on it because of the title, thank you. I hope that this video really serves you and help you in budgeting, planning for your next trip. So in this video, we're going to talk about, I've jotted down a few points that I want to talk about. I'm also going to give you guys some do's and don'ts from our experience, and what we would have done better and what we wouldn't have wasted our time on. So yeah guys, please stay tuned and enjoy the video. Let's get right into it. First things first, if you're planning a trip anywhere, you need to have a budget for it. You need to be able to decide how much are you spending on this trip. Our trip, we decided on 25,000, and we had a savings plan of a few months that we told ourselves this is like the saving goal. So it took us about 10 to 11 months to save and to reach our saving goal. Why it's important to have half of the money at a certain period of time is because at least 3 to 5 months before leaving, you need to secure your transport, you need to secure your accommodation, but we'll get into that. As our budget, we decided to stay for 5 nights. So our accommodation that we booked was 5 nights. So based on your budget, you will be able to work out or know how many days you'll be able you can afford to stay, the activities you will be able to do, the mode of transport that you're going to use, all of those things. So we decided on 5 nights. Then you're going to have to know what mode of transportation you're going to take. So with going to Cape Town, you can, if you don't have your own car, you can go with the bus, the Intercape, and it has various stop locations in and around Cape Town. And then you can also fly directly from our international airport to Cape Town International Airport. So we decided to save some coin, and also because it was a journey, it was a trip. So we decided we're going to take the bus one way and then we're going to fly one way. But then we had to decide, okay fine, what what will work with us. So also the bus only drives certain days from Windhoek to Cape Town, so that you also have to take into consideration. So I think it's Mondays or Wednesdays and Fridays, if I'm not mistaken. I will put in a snippet if I'm incorrect. I was on holiday for 2 weeks from work, whereas my boyfriend only took 1 week leave. So his leave days influenced the travel a lot. So if you know your dates and you're set to go, then that's easy. So we decided on the bus going down, because it's a very long road. It's about 18 to 20 hours. Sometimes it takes up to like 24 hours on the bus, depending on delays. But it's a really nice way to also, if you have not seen the south of the country and then the north of South Africa on your way to Cape Town. So the scenery is beautiful. You can experience the border, all of those things. You get on and off at various towns, depending on where the passengers are getting off on or getting on. So if you look at our first video for my anniversary trip, I do show that a lot. And I've taken the bus before to Cape Town. My boyfriend has taken the bus to Cape Town as well. So it wasn't something foreign for us. It was also something that we wanted to experience together. Plus, save a coin. And then we decided on flying back. That is the last vlog. It was really special. It was beautiful, and it's like then your overall transport cost is not that expensive. If you can only afford to go with the bus, come back with the bus, do whatever suits your pocket. Don't let the pressures of the internet stop you from experiencing life, and also like stop you from saving a coin. Okay, so our bus was $900 each. So we paid, it was $900 each. We paid 1,800 or 1,900. It was between 900 and 950. Can't remember. But if you go on Intercape's online booking, you will be able to see the prices, what dates they drive. All of that information is on their website. We then decided to fly back. We had a 10 o'clock flight, which was perfect for us, and it was the only availability. Our flights were 6,000, so 3,000 per person. Please don't forget to also budget in padkos. That is padkos in Engels. When you're going with the bus, please do budget in your food. So you're either going to make broodjies, make savory pies, whatever fits your palate. We opted for like biltong and chips and like drinks. Drinks are very important, but also freeze your drinks on the road. Very important tip is to freeze your drinks so that some of them stays cold. Don't freeze all of them, because what are you going to drink in the beginning? We opted for warm food. So in Keetmans we got burgers, and then we also had steers before we departed. And then we had wimpy breakfast buns on the other side in Clover. So you should just budget for like cold drinks, water, and then food on the road. I think we spend about $500 to $600 on padkos. It might just be a little bit more. Then obviously for your flight you won't need any food, any drinks. Depending on when your flight is. We had breakfast at our hotel, and then we went on our flight and then ate again on the plane. Okay, so then for accommodation, The price will vary depending on your location that you're planning to stay in Cape Town. So we opted for the CBD area because this was close to the city sightseeing office. There's one office in Long Street, and then there's an office in Waterfront. So our hotel was Green Market Square, and it was like just Long Street was just a block away, not even a minute away, 2 minutes away. So depending on where you choose to stay, the prices will vary. So I will suggest in and around CBD, Waterfront area, Greenpoint, Sea Point, Camps Bay. I will suggest Observatory. I don't know all the locations, but that is at the top of my mind. That, and then we opted for a hotel stay instead of an Airbnb stay, because I'm not a girl that cooks on holiday. Like, I'm on holiday. Imagine washing dishes on holiday. Hell no. If you're going in a bigger group, obviously you can opt what suits you guys, what fits perfectly to you guys. Also, if you are the kind of person that's not like, you don't wake up early in the morning, then obviously you're gonna miss breakfast, and then what is the point? Unless you book your accommodation without breakfast, but then what is the point? So if there are a lot of Airbnb options, we booked our hotel on booking.com. I'll also try and insert a snippet of it on screen. I searched for a few months, given that I went for my year-end function in 2022, and through that whole process, I think it also made it easier for us to book our trip, and why I was comfortable with going is because we went and we did similar things. So I was familiar with the area that we were going to go stay in. I was familiar with in and around how it works, as well as the city sightseeing office, which is the office that you book your activities through, but we're getting there. So on accommodation, we decided on a hotel stay. We also decided on breakfast because we were doing activities. Like, our trip was basically just activity filled trip, sightseeing, exploring. It was very important for us to have breakfast in the morning. So we opted for a hotel stay that has breakfast included. We stayed at, I'll put the snap on top, on Nomo, in on the square. Really nice place, amazing breakfast. If you saw the vlogs, you would know. Also very affordable. We paid $7,900 for 5 nights, which was within budget and which was very reasonable considering the area and the amount of days we were staying. So when it came to activities, on the city sightseeing website, there are a lot of options. Please do choose Cape Town, because I think they have Cape Town, Joburg. I'm not sure what else there is, but you choose Cape Town. And then also at the city sightseeing offices themselves, they are very, very helpful. There are various tours that you can go on. There are various combos that you can get. We budgeted for 5,000 for activities. Yeah, we decided on 3 days of activities. So we did 1 day 3-region wine tour. So you're gone for the whole day. And then the next 2 days we chose a 2-day city pass. And this has like 80 plus attractions that you can go to. Especially if you go with your own car. You can also buy a city pass, do the red bus routes. So there's a red route, a blue route, and a purple route, and you they like you get free entrance to most of the activities. The only activity that we paid for was Kirstenbosch Botanical Garden. So you do get a SADC discount. We paid 100 rand per person. You must just show proof of identification. Yes, so driver's license, ID, passport, whatever. But everything else, all our other activities that we did were all included in the 2-day pass. So when you do buy the city pass with, like they call it the mega pass, when you buy the city pass and you do one of the wine routes or one of the other, like I think there's a Cape Explorer tour where you go and see penguins, fold and stuff like that. So with those combos, you get like a 25% discount. So we only paid $500 for a 700 rand, 500 rand for a 700 rand tour. And then for our 2-day city pass, we paid 1,700. This is now per person. So that including our $100 entrance into Kirstenbosch. So it was within budget. So for those 3 days, you don't take Uber. That is another thing that you have to budget for, but we're getting there. So no costs of Uber. That is if you, so for our wine 3-region wine tour, we were late because the bus left just right before, like as we arrived, the bus left to Waterfront, which was like 5 kilos away. So we were able to take an Uber to the Waterfront office. That was 50 rand. And it obviously Uber works like InDrive, works like Yango in Namibia. Just pause for a second there. So yeah, so that is the time we paid for Uber, but we'll get into the Uber situation. So those were activities. If you need any help on the website, please don't hesitate to contact me. Another thing is, you don't have to pay for the activities in advance, because they are also based on the weather. So it's like you can't do certain activities, outdoor activities, if the weather doesn't permit, like Table Mountain. You can't go on top, you can't ride the cableway if the weather doesn't permit. So have a list of activities that you want to do, and also make room for disappointment when the weather doesn't permit. So the one day you can do indoor activities, and then the next day you can do outdoor activities when the weather opens up. But they are very helpful at the offices. So have your budget ready. Once you get there, the day prior, you can book your activities, ask them for assistance, ask them for guidance with the weather. They'll also let you know, especially with Table Mountain. Also with the activities, peak seasons are different to not peak seasons, of peak seasons. We were fortunate enough to go during a time where it wasn't peak season. There were no queues. The waiting time for the bus. So when you do the 2-day tour, 2 days, so it has 1 day, 2 day, up till 5 days. I would 100% recommend at least doing a minimum of 3 days on the bus, because, and I think it's $200 difference to an extra day that you take. So worth it. I would recommend minimum 3 days on the bus doing the city pass, because there's so many. You get meal vouchers, like our fish and chips that we had in Hout Bay was for free with the pass. You get burger and chips at Hard Rock Cafe. We unfortunately missed that because it's between 12 and 4. You have a Mojo Market bar voucher of $100 each. So there's a lot of freebies that you get with that city pass. So I would 100% recommend doing at least 3 days on the Red Pass city pass tours. There's also an option of just hopping on and hopping off through the 3 routes, the blue, the red and the purple, but then you just pay 280 rand for the hop on and hop off, and you can get on and off the buses. There's a bus that comes every 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, depending on the season. And then you pay entrance for everything else. So the 2-day city pass starts at 1,300 rand, and then for 2 days it's 1,400 rand for no. I think we paid 1,700 for a 2-day city pass, which is so worth it if you can get around to everything. It's really, really, really worth it. If I do misspeak, I'll just edit it on the, yeah, it's 1,700 for a 2-day pass. Perfect. And you go into all of those attractions for free. I mean, you paid for it, but it's like if you add everything up that you want to do, it's like for free. One thing I will not recommend doing is the boat cruise that they offer. Like, everything else is amazing, but the boat cruise, I guess it was the day, because the sea was really rough, and if you saw the vlog, you'd know exactly what I'm talking about. Wouldn't recommend. A boat cruise that I would recommend when you go to the waterfront and you want to do like a sunset cruise, 100% Le Mirage. I'll also type it in on the screen. So yeah, I've basically covered most things. With Uber, because we did so many activities, we were on the bus the whole day, and then our bus was around the corner from our hotel, like the last stop. Long Street is the last stop. We didn't spend on Uber as much, so we budgeted 1,000 rand for Uber. That is now from the bus station to the hotel, and then I wasn't sure where our hotel will be situated, so obviously from your hotel to a pickup point. So there are also a lot of pickup points. It doesn't necessarily have to be Long Street or Waterfront. I think CTICC is also a pickup spot. There's a lot, so you can download a timetable on the City Sightseeing website, the route timetable, and then you can book your accommodation. If that is what you want to do, if activities is what you want to do, then you can book your accommodation in and around the pickup spots. Then you don't have to spend money on Uber to a pickup spot or have to walk or whatever. So the only time we spent on Uber was from the bus station to the hotel. I think we spent like 36 rand. Also, Uber's prices varies depending on the time of the day. We spent 180 or 60 to the airport from our hotel. And the airport, I think, was 22 kilometers away, so it's also not a lot. We spent 50 rand to Waterfront. Then we went to Waterfront twice, because the last day we chose as like a leisure day, like a chill day, because it does, if your body's not used to walking around. And also, another thing I forgot to mention when booking activities, it's so important to not rush through your activities. So try and schedule like 2 to 3 activities per day, if you can, 4 activities, but don't rush through it, because then it's not worth it. Like Table Mountain takes maybe like an hour and a half to 2 hours, and then you have to catch the bus, go with the bus, drive. So it's like we did 3 activities the first day, 4 activities the last day, the second day. And then the wine route is completely different, because it's like hold on the bus doesn't leave you or anything. And then you go to 3 different wine farms. So that's different. But it's like you really have to fuel. Also, don't exhaust yourself too much. What we to add on for our accommodation on booking.com, we made our reservation I gave my card details, but nothing deducted. So that might be the case. Just get into contact with the property you're gonna stay at and just make sure, because we paid the full amount on arrival, which was 7,900. Yes, I just wanted. So with Uber we were way below budget. I think we spent at most, I didn't calculate everything together, but of our 1,000 rand budget we only spent like 600. Then another cost is your pickup from the airport. So if it's a time when no one is available to pick you up, Lefa is 500 for the car. So if you are 4, you split the cost. I know there's other transportation services that charge 380 per person, which I don't think is worth it. So choose Lefa if you're more than 2 people. We were fortunate enough to get a driver for us that only charges, I think, like 400, which was cheaper than Lefa. But if you're more than 2 people, you can split the costs. I feel like I'm missing things. There's so much I want to talk about, but I also don't want to make the video too long. Then your budget. So our budget for transportation, except for Uber, was, I think it was 8,000 in total, like 4,000 per person. So it was 3,000 for the flight, 1,000 for the bus, and then we budgeted separately for Lefa. Okay, just wanted to get that out of. So Lefa was always between like 500, but obviously because we got a driver, we saved on that. Our Uber costs, we budgeted way more, we saved on that. And we also went from the hotel to Waterfront, from Waterfront to Canal Walk, and then back to the hotel. Also, we were planning on going for dinners, like obviously coming back from the activity, from the day, taking a nice shower and heading out for dinner. We were too tired. First of all, the first day we were like, we exhausted from all the driving, so we decided, okay, fine, let's just get takeaways. So from where we stayed, there were KFC, McDonald's, you name it, Nando's, everything. So we decided on Nando's our first night. Our second night, which was our second, I'm so dear, oh my god, our second night, our first night we got McDonald's, obviously. Our second night, first day of activities, we got Nando's. We were too tired. The third day, second day of activities, I was so lit after Constantia. If you go back and watch that video, you would know that we had dinner at the restaurant, at the hotel, the hotel's restaurant. Best decision ever, and also because it's just the 2 of us, it's like the risk of Cape Town is not the safest place. So if you're not a lot of people, a big crowd, try and be safe than sorry, because you never know with that city. So yeah, we had dinner at the hotel the next 2 nights, which was the best decision ever, because we also saved a lot on so our food budget was 3,000 in total for the amount of days that we were there, for 5 days, excluding breakfast. So just lunch and dinner. And then I think we went over budget a little bit, but it was fine. And then what did I miss? I believe that's it, because we also had lunch in Canal Walk, and then yeah. So also it's important, just a sign out note, and then obviously for drinks and stuff you also have to budget for. We included that into our food budget, that's why we went over budget. But because it's only entrance fees that are included into these activities that you do. So at the aquarium, I think you also get like a breakfast bun. So if you are staying at a place where breakfast is not included, you get these vouchers on this city pass. If you do decide on to do the city pass, which I would 100% recommend, minimum 3 days. You will call me and tell me, girl, you did not lie. Yeah, so all in all, it was really great. For what I want to make sure the limit on your the limits on your bank are changed for like online transactions and stuff like that, because we went through all of those things, but still I don't know what happened, but my card declined and I was so embarrassed, but it's okay. So just make sure your limits and everything are intact. Another thing that I wanted to add right now is in order to use Uber, InDrive, all of that, you'll need to have a South African SIM card, or if you're going to roam, you can use your Namibian number, I believe. We were fortunate enough to get a SIM card, knowing the drill of the struggles of getting a SIM card, all of those things, especially if you're going with the bus and getting off at Cape Town station. Please try, and if there's no way for you to have a SIM card, please try and have like your hotel address ready, so that if you need to just take a taxi, you can just give the address to like a normal taxi, not request the Uber. And because that station is Diermekaar, and you will not find a SIM card there. So that's just for the better. That's another point I want to give, is have your address ready of your hotel, because also after a long bus ride you just want to go shower and get home. And now we had a little bit of a hassle with the we had a SIM card, but it's like we thought we could buy airtime at the Cape Town station. The machines were off, so we'd rather be safe than sorry. If you are flying to Cape Town and choosing to come back with the bus, or going up and down with the bus, try and ask someone that has traveled to Cape Town within 3 months of your travels there to assist you with a SIM card. Or as said, if you can get a shuttle, use a shuttle from the hotel. It's very expensive, though, won't recommend. So my best bet would just write your address down and take a taxi. Like there will be like these guys, taxi, then a meter will run. Yeah, and then there's another thing that I wanted to add, please download all your apps that you need before you enter SA. Because the thing is, if you're going with the bus, you have connectivity until you're at the border. So try, and if you don't have Uber, download Uber. If you don't have InDrive, download InDrive, so that you don't need to still have the hassle of trying to download these apps. That's another tip that I want to give. Another tip, yeah, enjoy, guys. Please do enjoy. I hope this video was useful for all the couples that are planning on going. I saw a status, or like a status that said Cape Town is the new Swakop for Namibians, and that is okay. Don't let someone tell you to know. Cape Town is a beautiful place, and it's like you can go there so many times and do different things, just as going to Swakop. You don't have to go do the same things all the time, but it's like Cape Town will never disappoint you. Cape Town is truly a great holiday destination. If you're planning a honeymoon, all the best of luck. My DMs are open if you need help. I was the agent. We didn't use any agents because I've been planning our trips since the beginning. Booking.com is my friend. I have a discount code on booking.com. So I would 100% recommend booking.com. Really safe, really affordable. You can strike really good deals. So yeah guys, I hope that this video was useful. I hope that all my tips on and the breakdown of our budget really helped you in figuring it out. I'm a girl that will save her coin, but something I'm not going to sacrifice on is like good food, a really safe location. So also try and research if the place that you're going to stay is really safe. Long Street is really noisy in and around Long Street. Thank God our hotel, the backside of the hotel was facing to Long Street. In front of our hotel, another thing was a market. I think they call it Green Market. I'm not sure, I'll put it on the screen, the market's name. But these people started packing up in the morning when we were busy getting ready to leave. I'm sure you guys noticed that in the beginning of all the vlogs. And then by the time we got home, they were busy picking up. So that wasn't a disturbance for us at all. It had a really nice pool area. It was just a really nice hotel. The food was amazing. It was really busy. It looks like it's a very popular hotel. So yeah, the only negative, the bathroom was really small. I didn't do a room tour because I was very overwhelmed when I got there because of everything that had happened. And then the bathroom was a little bit small and the room was really big, but they had no fridge. But we literally used, they have this like old, it's like a vintage style. You can see that it was made modern but really nice. So we just used the aircon to cool our drinks. In fact, we didn't, you can order at the bar and bring it up to the room. Like, you don't really need a fridge, but I like to have a fridge in my room. So I recommend the hotel, but if that's also something you don't like, then don't. Hi guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys had fun in my presence. I hope it wasn't too long for any of you guys. I hope you guys do comment down below if these tips have helped you, if the breakdown of cost to Cape Town has given you hope of traveling to Cape Town. If all you can afford is a bus ticket to and from, then take the bus to Cape Town, honey. Take the bus to Cape Town, take it back. You do not have to fly. Don't let these people pressure you. Go and enjoy. If you can save coin, honey. You can have the same experiences as everyone else. I'm not someone that travels in big groups of people I do not know. So these travel agencies and these groups and stuff, that is not my cup of tea. So if that is something you're going to do, then if that is something you wanted to do, but my video has helped you in planning your own trip, then I'm very happy that you saved coin and you can go and not wait on other people, because I don't see how you can go in a group and then it's like everyone moves in the same direction the whole time. I don't want to be constrained like that. But if you are a solo traveler, then I guess get your friends to save with you. Plan for months, save for months, and go and enjoy your money. And on that note of people saying that Cape Town is the new Swakop of the Namibians, we're just at the age where, like, I mean, I don't even want to say it, but you're working, moet je nou elke, mas je nou go to Swakop every holiday. Nee toch? Plan your trip to Cape Town, babes, and enjoy. Have the time of your life. Please do like, comment, and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and join the family. Stay tuned for my next video. Bye.